Dumelang molweni, good afternoon, goeiemiddag, absheni, sanbonani. My name is Lebogang Nyokong, or otherwise known as simply Lebo, and welcome to this installment of what I've now decided to call the Diary of an Aspiring Runner. About 2 months ago, or about a month and a half ago, in fact it is 2 months ago, I posted the first installment of this particular series, and I think I called it that one Lessons from an Aspiring Runner. It's less than 10 minutes clip. Go check it out in my page on I Am Simply Lebo here on Facebook, or even perhaps on Instagram. So we're doing the first installment today, and if it's your first time joining us, you're more than welcome. Thank you. Where have you been? All right, so today I want to talk about something very simple. And as I said in my first installments, for those who are watching this series for the first time, on the 1st of May, level 4 of national lockdown. As you know, we're still facing this pandemic. If you remember, the president made the announcement that we are now permitted to exercise, between, at the time it was between 6 and 9, or is it, something of that nature, 6 and 9 in the morning. And I decided that's my gap. I'm going to take advantage of it. And I started running, which is not necessarily my first choice of activity. But what motivated me the most, is that I've been overweight for some time. My BMI, body mass index, was way out of control. And I could just, foresee that there will be health complications unless I do something radical. Anyway, fast forward to, a couple of months later, or at least, at the first instance when I did the installment for the first time of this series, I had run more than 300 kilometers. I do a daily run, averaging between 8 and 10 kilometers. Then it was about anything between 5 and 8. And the first couple of weeks were quite tough, but it's now a lifestyle. I actually look forward to it now. Fast forward to where we are now. I've since lost 10 kilograms. I know it doesn't look like it yet, but I do feel the difference, and the journey continues, and I'm quite excited about this. When I started, while my aim was to lose weight and to regain a level of fitness, I discovered that running actually has become a life coach to me personally, in many ways, and hence I shared in that first installment a couple of things that are, if you want to perhaps have a look at them, please do refer back on my page. Today I just simply want to talk about a lesson that I learned in my reflection. It's also a time of reflection as I'm running, and I'm beginning to really learn so much about life, being taught by this very simple and seemingly mundane activity of just running. And today I want to talk about a simple subject quickly, in a matter of minutes, that I call, simply, I've titled, Life is a Marathon and Not a Sprint. Life is a marathon and not a sprint. Too many of us, would like to achieve the things that we want to achieve, and we want to achieve them quickly. We get impatient. I know for a fact that there's so much I want to do. And I often feel like, I'm going through it, a time and period where it's taking long, when is this going to come? And you, as a result of that lack of, or that seeming delay, you get impatient with yourself. You begin to doubt your dream. You begin to doubt whether or not you will eventually get to achieve what you want to achieve. I want to encourage you, today that this thing called life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Just because you see other people almost as if they're flying past you and they're achieving their dreams, or they seemingly are happy. And hey, on that note, social media plays a very, very big part in a lot of people's now increased sense of anxiety and pressure, social pressure, because people will be posting the hashtag that says "Look at God." Now of late there's I don't want to put a damper on any hashtag particular, but I'm just illustrating the point, where people are posting their newest car, their newest house, etc. And if that works for them, that's okay. But what we don't realize that, is these things are coming onto your timeline because these are Facebook friends of yours, and some of them you might even know personally. There's somehow an increased sense of anxiety and FOMO or failure, in fact, where you feel like, when am I going to get my thing? When am I going to, achieve or buy the latest thing that I've been dreaming, and when it looks like someone else is achieving or attaining what you would like and have been wanting to achieve for a while. I wanna encourage you. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay true to yourself. Keep grinding, every single day. If I can use the illustration of running, it's now since May, one could argue it's 4 months, close to 5 months later now that I've been doing it. It's actually 5 months, and I'm looking at so I've got an app that I record all my runs. Just last month I did about 184 kilometers in total, cumulatively. That's about 89 miles, or about 89 miles in the US, and that is plus or minus 17 miles more than I did the previous month, which is the month of July. So every month I am getting better and better in terms of the distances that I run, versus as well as the time that I'm active and I'm on the road. And to use the analogy, I find that every single day when I take off, the first couple of kilometers are quite tough. They're quite, because the body is stiff, the muscles are stiff, you just woke up and you're getting on the road. But I found that as I begin to, press on and don't give up, by the time I get to 4 or 5 kilometers later, I'm so much into rhythm that, I'm starting to regain, a new, or not even regain, I'm sort of hitting a new level of strength and dimension. And I actually now want to actually press on and do more and more and more. And you might ask, why is this so relevant? I think the point I'm trying to make is, you might be in your first, 2-3 kilometers in the context of life. And you might be seeing, as I often do when I'm running, professional runners just running past me as if I'm not doing anything on the road. I'm just taking my time, and it can be discouraging if you want to compare yourselves with other people. But life is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And I found that the faster I want to run and do my morning race, the quicker I get tired. The quicker I lose breath, and the quicker I get almost discouraged and ask myself, am I really going to conclude today's run? But I found that as I pace myself, as I allow myself to start slowly and get into a specific rhythm, as I align my breathing with almost every step that I take, and as I allow myself to be present in that moment, one step and 1 kilometer at a time, I'm beginning to enjoy the journey as much as I will enjoy the results. The results now, at least the milestones that I've set to myself, is that every month I want to lose about 5 kilograms, etc. I've been a little bit stagnant over the past 2 months, but since the last installment, I've lost another 5 kilograms, so 10 in total that I've lost since I started the journey. The point I'm making is, I only started realizing and enjoying the results when I decided to just enjoy the process of achieving what I want to achieve. Be present in the moment, enjoy the journey, and take it as a marathon and not a sprint. Because often the things that you achieve quite quickly, as the old Englishman would say, easy come, easy go. You lose them almost as quickly as you attain them. But that which you work for is built into your DNA almost. It becomes your lifestyle. I now, running is not something I used to like. I now actually look forward to it. If I have a day where I don't run, I almost feel like, oh goodness, man, I'm missing out. There's something I need. My body's a little bit stiff. I do need this thing. It's part of my daily lifestyle and routine. What is the point I'm making? Don't aim to sprint your way through life. Don't aim to want to achieve everything that you want to achieve or let it go. Don't be discouraged when what you've been desiring and working towards for doesn't come right away. Be present in every moment. Take it one task at a time, one step at a time, 1 kilometer at a time. Keep going, because this is not a sprint. It is a marathon. You will, if you commit to enjoying the process, I guarantee you will eventually, sooner or later, enjoy the results. God bless you. I hope you learned something out of this. Signing out, my name is Simply Lebo, and this is your second installment of the Diary of an Aspiring Runner. God bless you.